Welcome to Faggot TV.
We've got 3 hot items for you.
News is breaking up.
The marriage of Prince William and Kate Middleton is on the edge of destruction.
But first, something that really matters.
Beowulf.
The events in the story take place in the late 5th century after the Anglo-Saxons had begun migration and settlement in England. The poem could have been transmitted in England by people of the Geatish origins. It has been suggested that Beowulf was first composed in the 7th century in East Anglia. The poem was composed for entertainment and does not separate between fictional elements and real historic events. Scholars generally agree that many of the personalities in Beowulf also appear in Scandinavian sources. This does not only concern people but also clans and some events, like the battle on the ice of Lake Vänern. As far as Sweden is concerned, the dating of the events in the poem has been confirmed by archaeological excavations of the barrows indicated by Snorri Sturluson and by Swedish tradition as the graves of Oda, dated 530, and his son Eadgils, dated 575, in Uppland, Sweden.
Who the f*** is Beowulf?
The story of Beowulf opens by recounting the career of Skald's Grafin, a king sent by God to the Danes. After Skald's death, the Danes prosper under his descendants. One of those descendants, Hrothgar, builds the Danes a great hall, called Harald. Harald is soon invaded by Grendel, a half-human monster who is hated by God. The Danes are helpless against his attacks until the hero Beowulf arrives to aid them. He battles Grendel in hand-to-hand combat and kills the monster by tearing off its arm. Grendel's mother then comes to avenge her son. Beowulf and Hrothgar follow her to a lair in a disgusting lake, where Beowulf fights Grendel's mother in a hall at the bottom of the lake. Beowulf almost loses, but with the aid of God is eventually victorious. He is lavish, rewarded, and returns to his own land, where he tells his adventures to his uncle King Egileg. The poem then jumps 50 years into the future, when Beowulf is in old age and king of the Geats. He then fights his last battle against a dragon that guards a cursed treasure. He tries to fight the dragon alone, but can only defeat it with the aid of a younger relative, Wiglaf. The dragon is killed, but mortally wounds Beowulf in the battle, and the old king passes away while gazing on the cursed treasure. The death of Beowulf marks the decline of the Geats, who are now surrounded by enemies made in previous campaigns. Consequently, the poem ends in mourning for both Beowulf and his nation.
The main characters. Beowulf is a warrior of the Geat people, a Germanic tribe that occupied modern Sweden. He comes to the aid of the ancient Danish king Hrothgar, whose country is besieged by a monster named Grendel. The poem chronicles his fight with both Grendel and Grendel's mother. At the end, he became king of the Geats. Grendel is one of the 3 monsters in Beowulf. He fights with his mother against Beowulf. He attacks several times the hall of the king, killing anyone he can find, because he can't take heavy noises. Beowulf rips his arm off and Grendel dies. Hrothgar is the king of the Danes at the time of Grendel's assault. He builds a hall as tribute to his people and his reign. Grendel's mother. She is of course the mother of the man-monster Grendel. She comes to the hall seeking revenge for the death of her son. Beowulf kills her. The dragon is the 3rd and last monster that Beowulf must defeat. After a Geat slave steals from his treasure, he goes on a rampage. Beowulf defeats him, but not before striking a mortal blow to him.
I'm sure you now want to see some more original fragments of the film.
As you can see, all these pictures are fragments from the original epic poem of Beowulf. They were written between the 8th and early 11th century. The epic poem is written in Old English, that's a kind of mix between West Saxon and some Anglian. As you can see, it doesn't look at all like the modern English. The words are written with weird characters and are impossible to read. Here's an original fragment of the text. The text was rewritten in the year 1818 in exactly the same language. That was because the old work was heavily damaged by a fire in the building where it was kept.
What the f*** is happening in the movie?
Main events. Beowulf arrives with his men to help Hrothgar, whose country is besieged by Grendel.
Beowulf rips Grendel's arm off after Grendel went killing in Rodgar's hall. Eventually, Grendel dies because of this injury. Beowulf also kills Grendel's mother after she went seeking revenge for the death of her son. Below, you see the dead Grendel. Beowulf is in the killing spree. The last monster that he kills is the dragon. The dragon went on a rampage after someone steals from his treasure. Unfortunately, Beowulf is damaged after the fight and dies of his injuries.
But is the film still relevant today?
Yes, the work is still relevant today. In the last 12 years there were made 3 films of the story. The last of them, called Beowulf, was made in 2007. There's also a video game made of the story, so yes, the work is still relevant today.
We think this movie is full of crap.
But this is our version of the story.